They say that when you write small, it's like you kind of have like a not low self-esteem, but you're kind of like in a bubble. Like, you're not
If your letters are small?
In a bubble?
Yeah, like
you're in your own world?
Yeah, like you're in your own world. And then like when you write like big and just kind of like you have a big personality. And
taking up the page with all that personality.
Right, exactly.
What about if because some people write and their writing is just straight and perfect. What if it's like not super perfect?
Listen, I'm no expert. I just heard that that's what that shows. Few things. I can see but there are writing like experts and expertise.
We know. I seen them on the Forensic Files.
They do. They really do.
What do they do on the Forensic Files?
Oh,
they match up writing to see if you really wrote something or if you. I seen one dude get cracked. This fool, he got away with the murder and he's taunting the police and sending letters. So he thought he was slick and sent some type of letter to the girl and
to the victim?
To the victim. And they went and dug up in her stuff years later and found the letter and were able to match it to the one he was sending the police to taunt the police. And that's how he got booked.
Yeah.
But how did they know it?
Because
was
like if you're not if you're a person who don't close your A's or if you're a person that don't
your writing has a pattern.
So you have a way of writing. So like you could see this okay, like you could see my writing is a little sloppy.
Yes.
But you can see I don't really pick up my pen. I'm
about to say there's certain characteristics that they can tell.
That's so interesting. And he got cracked for that. No, he got cracked for that?
Oh no, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They can use that in court.
He sent the letter to the police station and they had it on file and they kind of knew it was him. Like we know it's you, but you playing. And then they were able to go get the letter. Or I don't know if I feel like one of his ex-girlfriends had the letter. And she ended up turning it into the police like, this what y'all wanted. And they were able to match it.
Because that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, how did they know that it was him? Like, did he do a return address and then they went to the address and found him? Or you're saying that the girlfriend...
It was one of those situations where like they're interviewing ex-girlfriends, like, what was he like? And she's telling her little piece. And then one day she's going through her stuff and finds the letter. Because the police told him, like, we know it's him. He wrote the... And she's like, oh, here's proof if y'all need proof.
That's crazy.
And I remember I used to sign...
That's why you can't do bad stuff.
No, you can't. And I used to sign my mom's signature all the time in high school. God. Yeah, I had to master that joint.
What were you signing? What were you signing it for?
Like, Michelle got it. Right, field trip slips or Michelle wasn't here. Like she was absent. Can you sign for this? And I'll be like, yeah, if we can sign for that.
Wow. I was too scared to do any of that. Yeah. But then again, I wasn't getting into trouble or, trying to get out of stuff.
I was definitely testing the waters.
Yeah.
But I just watched the John Benet Ramsey doc on Netflix. And so they still don't know who did it. But there was a note that was left. And what you guys were talking about, they thought the parents were suspects. So they matched their handwriting. They was like, yo, let me see all the letters y'all write to match it up with the note of the whoever, but they never figured out who done it.
Where did she get?
That's crazy.
Where did she die?
She died in her house.
The name sounds familiar, but
she was like a showgirl.
She was a pageant, little like 8-year-old girl.
And they came and pulled her out of her house?
No,
we don't know what happened, but her body was found dead in the basement.
And the person still ain't been caught.
Never been caught.
But a guy did say that he did it.
He did it.
And they arrested him, but his DNA wasn't found.
Oh,
he was just a freak. He was just like he just loved her as a person. He was just a psycho.
That's the crazy part too. Is like people want to put their name on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I did this,
and I think that has a lot to do why like school shootings and stuff like that are so popular. Because I think certain people watch it and they fantasize it, like, "Ooh, I want to do that."
You see how many attempts on Trump? It's like just to say, like, "Oh yeah, I got Trump." Like,
well, Jussie Smollett just pulled some bullshit. He said, "Nah," but he said that those people.
Oh, and that's falsely
bullshit.
Accused them,
and nothing happened.
Yeah,
he didn't go to jail.
I
remember Chicago was pressing like we about to book you, but nothing ever happened.
I don't think, and he's straight now.
Okay,
yeah, I don't think
he can get any gigs, but
yeah, nobody want to work with you after that.
I mean, definitely after that, that's a wrap. Like I don't.
His career's done.
I don't say that it's done, but I definitely think it's going to be hard to get certain.
And then he wasn't an acting gem anyway to be like.
He could have been. If he,
I mean, look at the family where he came from. I love his sister.
Who's the sister?
I forget her name. She was
Journey. Is it Journey?
Yeah.
Is it Journey?
I think it is.
Who's that?
She was on Eve's Bayou. She was like from
light
way high.
Yeah,
she still acts.
Yeah,
she was in the Manchurian
and Crafts Lovecraft Country.
Oh yeah, she was.
Did you watch that?
I didn't finish that.
But I was just speaking just on the role that he played in Empire.
Yeah, Empire was good, but
taken it further.
Kind of got a little.
Yeah,
it was dope at the beginning.
As most shows do as they go on.
Yeah, I think the longer you are on air, it's kind of inevitable that it's gonna fizzle out a little bit.
Because you got to start doing some stuff where it's like,
I don't really want to do this. We're gonna do this. Yeah.
We all know about that route.
Okay, I have a question. What's one person that you need to apologize to, and why? Let's start with you. Somebody you need to apologize to. Oh wow,
this is crazy.
Okay,
I was coming back from this event, and somebody called somebody and thought that I was what I wasn't, and just going off of the tone and everything, the person took it at face,
at face value,
and not even that, over word speakerphone value, I guess. So for 3 days I was hurt because we kind of like argued, and this is a cousin, but it's like my little brother, even though I have a little brother. But so I was hurt. So until I apologized, it was, so I'm not gonna say who, but it was a close family member.
Mm-hmm.
And until then I was sick. I didn't even go to work.
For real?
Really?
Yeah, I was sick.
Because
it was a big misunderstanding, and they thought I was the same person that I was 10 years ago. And I'm like, why would you even make the call to that person if you know that if I am that way, that's going to trigger that person? And that person can't even do anything at this moment.
Wait, for more context. Okay, so something happened, a call was made, and there was an allegation made on you.
Right.
And it wasn't true.
It wasn't.
But
I understand where it's coming from. Yeah, it's on speakerphone. So I can understand that person hearing it.
They're judging you based on your past.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
but I could understand. I'm yelling like, no, it's not like that. Like, it's not like. But somebody hearing that over the phone is like, okay, nah, nigga, you're being a little too extra. Gotcha. But no, we're good and it's great, and it's
so
just
you
back to
apologize to the person on the phone, or you apologize to them because you were yelling at them?
No, because of a misunderstanding.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
But it took like 3 days, and the nigga was sick.
How did you feel after you apologized?
Relief.
Did they receive
like
it?
Immediate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
because that person was like, "No, I owe you an apology." I said, "Look at this shit.
Look at God.
Look at this.
Look at God."
So you damn, I just lost my question.
Think about it, Michelle. Who do you need to apologize to, and why?
I think the only person I must and always need to apologize is my mama.
Why?
For all the stuff I done put her through. And it's crazy because going through my journey, I definitely did apologize to her. And it was crazy because like I felt like I needed to like give her like a pinpoint of what I lied to her about. But I was like, Mom, I lied to you. She was like, I knew. I knew. She was like, I said, really? She was like, yeah, Binky. She was like, I know. She's like, I'm going to love you no matter what. I was like, oh my God, thank you. It's like, thank you. We didn't have to get into the details, but
so you lied about one thing?
I mean, it was like this one thing that I knew, like,
okay.
Needed to be honest.
What made you want to come clean?
Like I said, going through my godly journey, I was like, okay, let me make sure.
And you had to tell on yourself to go on a godly journey?
Jesus.
No, it's not about telling on yourself. It's just making things right, because a lie can really change a person's outlook and what they think about you.
So it was a major situation.
Yeah, it was something that I lied about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to, you gotta take one for the team, and that's moms. You feel me? Like,
for sure.
Oh, Earth.
Man, you feel me? It's different. Like, you can lie to anybody else, but you can't lie to your mama.
She gonna know anyway.
You can lie to anybody else, just not yourself.
That part too.
Forget your mom.
See,
like, just
so
heavy on
right,
that part.
Exactly.
Heavy
because I feel like we do white lies like other people. Like, yeah, I'm pulling up. And it's like, you're not really pulling up. You know what I mean? Like, that come and go. But like, when you, it's like
when people say they're pulling up and they don't pull up.
I hate people that bullshit BS. Jesus.
Right.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Bro, you still in,
right.
Like, bro,
no,
come
you're
on.
Not coming.
And to me, it takes nothing to be like, I'm late.
To be honest.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm 10 minutes, 50, yeah.
That's that internal battle that you have.
Right, exactly.
Internal battle.
You do that because you know they're going to be upset about you being not on
late,
time.
And that's why everybody should just extend grace.
They're still upset because you're still not on time.
Right.
So it's like, bro, just why didn't you? It's just
say it.
No, definitely. I think just level setting it and just being honest. Like, I'm 30 minutes out.
And then that all falls back to just being honest with yourself. Like, I'm going to be late. Like,
and then the thing is, if you're 30 minutes out, but you're telling me 5, had you told me 30, I could have did something I had to do.
Right.
Like, let me do X, Y, and Z while I wait on you. While I'm thinking
and
you're pulling up around the corner.
And this is why I say lies really, it don't just affect you as a person. It affects everybody. It really, really does. There's just no point in lying.
For sure.
Be faithful. Be truthful. Be honest.
What about you, Yo?
I would apologize to my son and like my family, because I feel like even though I feel like I'm a good dad, there are things I could do better. I wish I could be a better uncle, a better brother, a better son. You know what I mean? So I would just apologize to like my family that I'm not what I could be most of the times or what I should be.
And so that's like a level of self-awareness. Do you feel like there are little things that you can do just to kind of strengthen that?
It's definitely, to do
to
better.
Actually,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think the self-awareness part is so awesome. Like to know, because I feel like that as well with like my sons. I feel like when a lot is going on in my life, I'm very like, I just snap. Like, don't do that. Get off that. And they're kids, right? I think there's definitely a healthy level of like, you're a kid, but you do need some discipline. But I do have that feeling. Like, I wish I could just be a better mom, you know?
What would you like to apologize for?
So
and who?
The only person, a former friend of mine, we fell out, I want to say like March of this year. And I don't apologize for like what I said. The content of what I said, I still feel that way. But I apologize for crossing her boundary.
Right.
Like, she didn't want to have the conversation. It wasn't something that she was trying to hear, and I should have just left it at that. So if I could just apologize for that, like
kept prying.
Yeah, like it wasn't even kept prying. It was more so it was birthed out of a place of like care. Like, I really, really love this person and want the best for them. And when you love somebody or you care for somebody, you want the best for them. And the way I expressed that, I think, was in conflict with how she was ready to receive it. And yeah, so that's what I would apologize.
You want to be friends again?
Not necessarily. I think I do think it's so interesting because during Thanksgiving this came up. A lot of the people in my life, there's ebbs and flows. Like, there's times where, you know, they've had to go and do their own thing and grow, and I've had to go do my own thing and grow. And I think that's the season that I'm in. Is like, I'm really, really focused on my own personal growth. And I'm sure wherever she is, she's focused on her personal growth, hopefully. Maybe sometime in the future we could rekindle, but friends, like, I'm really gonna hold that. You know, I think sometimes.
This was your homegirl, right? Your friend prior to the.
For sure, yeah.
Prior to you doing too much?
No, I love her. Like, I didn't want to stop being friends.
So if you love her, you guys were good friends, why wouldn't you want to be friends again?
I do think that we're very different. And I think there were oftentimes conflicts with like where I'm at in my life and my trajectory and hers. And I think when we met, it was good, but like, I'm going this way, she's going this way. So there were always times where it just...
So you was leveling up and she wasn't leveling up.
Just like what we talked about last time about the relationship.
You're right. Some people you have to kind of leave behind.
And the thing is, it's no love lost. Like, if I were to see her out, like, I would definitely walk up to her and hug her. But to say like, let's go back to where it was before, probably not right now. I never will say never, but I would just apologize for that situation. But I think it needed to happen the way it did so that we could kind of go and grow. You know.
So since we're kind of like on the topic of the confrontations, does like the holidays kind of encourage you to want to rekindle or squash beef? Is it a good time to squash beef before holidays, during, after?
I guess if you're gonna be around the person.
Right, because like, how would your situation
that would have
turn
been nasty?
out?
And we just had an event, so
just had Thanksgiving.
Glad that shit happened before.
Right, it was done.
Yeah, because
that part
I probably wouldn't have went.
Oh my God,
for real.
Dang, yeah.
I know the person.
You can't pull up.
Relax, orange cup.
He matched his cup to his pants.
I peeped that.
I didn't do it on purpose. So
I saw the bag of cups.
And the bag isn't.
I didn't even see that.
Multiple colors.
I didn't even see that color in there though.
So
you had
it's
to go
multiple
look for
colors. I didn't. There's 5 colors in the bag of cups. I just picked it out.
You're saying, and I want the record to reflect, you're saying that of all the red, the blue, the green, the black,
that I just happened to pick out.
That
orange.
was
That's
the
what
one.
I'm saying.
That was the side that
yes,
opened.
That's what happened.
Was it in the middle or was it on the side?
It's once you open the bag, everything is just there. You didn't see the bag. So you didn't even see the bag.
I did see the bag. They were lined up.
They're stacked.
They're literally stacked.
But there's
so you had to pick a stack.
It's 4 stacks.
Yes, but what I'm saying is when I open the bag, I just put my hand in and take a thing out.
So you just grabbed for the orange.
That's it.
Okay.
No, I didn't grab for the orange.
Like you just put your hand in
and that's what came out.
But was the orange? Okay, never mind. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And when I saw that when I came up here, and I'm like, hey, it happens.
I'm an icon.
It happens. I wouldn't say all that about myself, but
you're right. Let's reserve that. Now you're right. Good call.
I wouldn't do all that. I'm more plain Jane for sure.
Okay. All right.
Plain Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm plain Jane for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself any type of fashion. Although,
oh my God.
Although I went to a wedding yesterday and what I wore, I got so many compliments on. They were like, I even like the color of your socks. I say, well, listen, man, I do it sometimes,
Sometimes I got to pull it
out. That's it, And I thought I was wearing some plain Jane stuff. It wasn't nothing that I thought I put together.
Okay.
But
just threw it on.
That's it. I just came to say what's up.
Well,
I've always been a fashionista all throughout high school. And we had to have like the fits.
You currently fashionista out here?
I still get my fashion on. Absolutely. I think women are just
like
for sure. Women are just different. Like we got so many varieties of things.
And it's cheaper for you guys.
It sure is.
Like a girl can put on a $5 maxi body, whatever. And if you look good, you good.
School, though, I think it was fair game in high school.
No, I believe
I worked at Foot Action. So my kicks was on.
Yeah, that's just
kicks was on.
Then you had to go.
I feel like that's more for men. I feel like a girl, as long as you're a pretty girl, you could put on whatever.
No,
you could if you had it.
If you had it.
Yeah, if you had it, you could and you could put on. But if you don't need to, if you're a girl, as long as you look good,
definitely
that shit could be.
But I feel like that's
quality over quantity, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the quality
today.
Yeah,
so
the quality of the
garment. I need my accessories for sure. Like the bag, the shoes, and the belts. Right, the jewelry.
Shoe is an accessory.
Yes,
that's not a part of. That's not an outfit. Your shoes have to go on your feet for
accessory.
No, yeah, because let me tell you, like sometimes I'll put an outfit based on my shoes. Like if my shoes is fly,
I get that. But for me, shoes have to go with the outfit. Like a bag is an accessory. Your jewelry is an accessory.
Well, the shoe is
an
accessory. Yeah, you're accessorizing the outfit.
Unfortunately, it does fall into the accessory category, but it can start the outfit.
You can Google it.
What do I ask?
You would say, what is it? What is a shoe considered? Or is a shoe considered an accessory?
Okay.
Because you could wear flip-flops, dress shoes, all type of shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Hear Me Out podcast, episode 6. I am City.
Yes,
joined by
shoes are
Malik.
often considered accessories,
like your hat, glasses.
But that makes sense to me. I didn't think shoes were because you got to put it on. Like I don't have to wear a hat. You know what I mean?
You don't have to put on shoes.
You have to wear some type of something on your foot. You're gonna walk out barefoot.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, you have options.
You have options of shoes. You can wear sandals. You can wear boots. You can wear tennis shoes. You can wear penny loafers. Like
but
shoes
the
come in all different varieties.
underlying thing is you have to put something on your foot. I'm EO. Nice to have you guys back with us.
Yes, welcome. Hear me out. Just hear me out, though. You feel me? You got options.
No, I get it.
Same thing with a watch. You either gonna do the silver.
Why don't you look up the definition of an accessory?
No, it said shoes is considered an accessory, so I'm gonna run. Y'all got it. Yeah, y'all got it. Yeah.
Right.
I just still don't. But y'all got it. That's what it says. No, that's what it says.
You want to walk around with no shoes on? That's cool. I wouldn't be offended. Like I would be more offended if you didn't have on some pants. Like you know what I mean? So like.
Yeah,
if you really wanted to look at it in that aspect, then yeah, you could rock around with no shoes on though. Run them socks.
Okay.
That would be very uncomfortable though if you did that.
I mean, it wouldn't make common sense, but just saying.
I've seen people walk around without shoes in like public.
I got one of them.
Yeah, I have. Like I've actually seen that.
Yeah,
like,
I got a coworker. He don't wear shoes
at work
and just in general.
I had a coworker who didn't wear deodorant.
Jesus.
Oh, do you tell somebody?
Not supposed to.
Hold on.
Technically, if you eat correctly, you can get away with just putting lemon or go away with it.
But you should, because I feel like that falls under harassment.
It does, and I feel like it's socially irresponsible to not put on deodorant.
Well, he didn't wear deodorant. He was like, I don't wear deodorant, like the chemicals in it or whatever he was on. But I've met a few people like that.
Yeah,
that's fine. As long as you have a good body odor. I mean, like as long as you have a good body. Yeah, like I
don't believe that none of that you can eat right and put a lemon.
No,
if
definitely.
you get out here and start moving around, you're gonna stink.
You're gonna start sweating.
But it's off of what you're ingesting though.
Right.
So you're telling me, let's just say lettuce and tomatoes were what people can ingest.
I've done it before.
And you didn't stink?
And you didn't wear deodorant?
Yes. So you was running around here playing basketball?
Nobody said nothing.
Do you shave your underarms?
My mom doesn't even wear deodorant.
Oh my God.
And she's been vegan for like 2 to 3 years.
That's what's up.
Your mom doesn't stink?
For sure the meat. Like the meat.
The meat. You stay away from me.
She don't stink. So, but she wasn't doing any type of physical activity.
Exactly. We wasn't playing football.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you shave your underarms?
No.
So you have hair there?
Yes, because hair
traps odor.
Traps odor. Yeah. Wait, so then why do you have it? You said you made that seem like okay. So
no, I've said I've done it before.
When you did it, you shaved your underarms.
No, I've said I've cleaned up my diet for like 2 months, and I didn't wear deodorant a couple times. And I'm like, okay.
Did you have hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
I don't shave.
But her point is hair traps odor. So if he had hair under there, the odor is being trapped.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that
trapped as in it stays
there. Yeah, that's what.
So you want to shave it.
That's why I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
no,
I'm like, why is
if you wash the hair, it's not the odor's not there.
But the hair.
But hair traps odor. Period.
Yeah, like wherever
wash it.
Right.
Yeah, but after you wash it, you still moving around trapping odor.
But if you're not, if you're eating healthy. And when you
sweat,
it's not bad.
Yeah, I don't.
Look it up.
Okay, I think I hear what you're saying. I think I hear what you're saying.
He's correct.
The sweat itself, like when you perspire, it's not going to have an odor.
All that beef,
so if you're
chicken,
same
all
thing
that
if you if you eat garlic.
Yeah,
that you're gonna, it's gonna come out of your pores. There's, I want to say, like onions, asparagus.
You can smell alcohol.
Right, you can smell alcohol. Exactly, onions. Exactly. You don't have to sit. Thank you. Sit still and eat some onions and tell me how you really smell.
There are some people though, when they eat onions, it stays on them for a while.
Right.
Like in them.
Some people can process it. Right. Like everybody's body bio is just different.
Yeah.
Garbage. I understand they're still in business, but sorry.
No.
Oh. Fart.
That part.
It's hard for you guys not to curse.
I see.
It's like it's a part of
I curse in my everyday.
But you don't curse at work, so you can do it.
I do curse at work.
He does curse at work.
It would be not to my boss. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? But
I guess I curse at work too.
It's funny because my mom, she did not curse. So whenever anyone would come into my home, I would like literally before I'd open the door, you cannot curse in front of my mom. Like nobody. I can't, you can't, nobody can. We in my mama house. You feel me? Like no one can curse. So I've learned how to just kind of turn it off.
Yeah. I it's always fascinating to me when people can't not curse.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I'm a professional. So I'm in environments where I have to be able to communicate and express myself without cursing. And I also think when you curse in abundance, it just takes away from the message. Like people are focusing on the curse words.
There's times where I'm on TikTok and the first thing, if I hear like an F-bomb, I can't next
Yeah, it's just
video.
shocking to me.
I mean, well, I would hope that in a professional capacity, someone could refrain from cursing, but I don't think, I mean, I curse however I curse, but if I'm talking to some people in a certain setting, then I'm not going to curse.
You haven't demonstrated that.
I mean, well, you have to be with me in those certain settings to see, you know what I mean?
So do you curse at your kids?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
Do you curse around your kids?
My son wouldn't be sitting here and I would be talking cursing, but if I'm talking to you and he's over there and he happens to walk up and we're talking, I could be cursing.
Yeah. But I mean, I've actually seen parents like curse at their kids.
Oh, no,
you know?
no.
And I just think that's just like, it blows my mind.
Oh, I see it all the time.
I know. It's just like,
my mom cursed at me.
My mama did not.
My mom and dad did not curse at me. I don't think I've ever actually heard my parents say a curse word.
My mom said ass one time, and when I tell you my eyes, like,
no, that's so crazy. I don't think I've ever heard my parents say a curse word before. Like the F word or like
no.
Even in just talking to you about a story, they're telling you
no bees. No, I mean like she'll like say like in a story. But it's so very far few and in between.
I don't think I've ever experienced that. That's so interesting. So I guess that's my imprint. Like I just, I know how to context switch. So I do curse, right? There are environments or there are things that I might say. we're all cursed. But like, I look at this as a professional environment. You know, we're putting ourselves out to the world. People are going to receive us. And I think, you know, cursing just, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it just has a way of taking away from the message. Yeah.
I see people on podcasts curse all the time, though.
Just because everybody jumping off the bridge don't mean you got to do it.
We're not.
No, I'm just saying I don't think that takes away from their show, like the curse
No,
words.
it doesn't.
But I mean, I get what you're saying. Like they're already established, so they can kind of.
Some people can, and like I said, there's going to be a group of people that are going to be turned off by it. There's going to be some group of people that are like, okay, it's cool because this is what I'm doing in my household, or I'm used to it. You know, I hear it all the time. Then there's other people that are like, dang, you know, I really would want to enjoy this, but dang, they curse so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I can't get past that. So now we just lost someone. And if you're okay with that, then go be. Bye.
Some people
I want to be able to put
about the N-word.
Yeah, that's a big one too.
I know. I know people who like don't say that. Don't call me that.
Nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that off limits?
Dang. You just fell right into it like you had to, huh?
Well, I didn't think that was off limits.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I went to Wildin' Out last night and YG was on there.
The rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, I can't sing the songs anymore. I can't like get into it.
Really?
I don't curse anymore. I've taken it out of my vocabulary. Yeah.
I think it's a I don't know if it's a curse word. I think it's
is it offensive?
It's a derogatory word.
Is it offensive to someone? So that is
N-I-G-G-R
considered a curse word.
Is derogatory.
But that's what I'm saying.
sure.
My mother does not want to be called N-I-G-G-A.
Well, I'm not gonna call my mom it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We're not going to go there. So it is offensive to somebody. So it is considered a curse word.
ASS?
like the word.
Yes. Not Jack.
No. He said not Jack. I think that, I mean, that's a word that's in the dictionary, I think.
And it's in the Bible.
And
it's referred to as a donkey.
Yeah, isn't a donkey
not Jack in the front.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to be a little...
I mean, like I said, it's definitely a play on words, but we know the context when it's used.
Right.
Get your, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that word can be a term of endearment as well.
I love yo crazy.
No, not that word.
What?
The N-word. I feel like it's a term of endearment.
But then, like, some women will call other women B, and they be like, "That's my B," and that's a term of endearment. But then again, in that same breath, though, when you get an attitude, B da 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 da, and then it's like, oh, whoa,
context matters.
It's okay.
Context
so
matters.
This is why I say, I personally, I don't call my girlfriends B. Period. In a loving, joking, ever. Because no. Okay. I don't, honestly. Hey boo, how you doing, love?
I always say love.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, dear. Like, those are my term of endearments. Like,
no,
real,
for sure.
Beloved.
Yes.
I call my brother beloved.
My boy Taxstone used to say that.
I feel like that's something you've been saying for years.
For years. You feel me? Because like when I really rock with you, I rock with you. I'm never going to call you out of your name. Ever.
No, for sure. Call you out of your name. Yeah. No,
that's just weird.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Cursing is just offensive. I don't know. I do curse, but I try to limit it, especially because my kids are at that age where everything that I say is being repeated. And at least they know that it's a bad word and they can't say it, but and it keeps coming up. Are you guys going to Rick Ross tour?
Who?
Rick Ross. You don't like Rick Ross?
I like Rick Ross, but I'm not going to Rick Ross's show.
Why not?
I don't like him that much.
What about Lotto?
I used to
the homegirl? Lotto.
You know her on a first name basis?
No, I don't. No, maybe not. No, I don't know.
Okay, let me know.
I wouldn't go to a Lotto show either.
Would you go to a Lotto show? What's the last concert you did to?
The last it was Beyonce. I ain't even gonna lie.
Did you wear silver?
Absolutely did.
You did?
We all look like
oh my god,
aluminum foil.
Oh my goodness. She all the designers who had the silver fits around them days, it was up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to no show that I can't sing along with you.
Right.
So, like I have to be a fan of you
what
like
show
that.
Is this? Rick Ross? You said it.
He has a tour. He has a tour coming up.
I don't know enough of Rick Ross's songs to jump up there and
sing
sing
him perform, and it's lackluster.
Is he one of those who lets the track play and he just walking around?
Everybody pretty much does that. There's a certain few that don't. Beyonce doesn't.
Thank you.
Well, you can't play with the queen.
That's a
Chris Brown doesn't.
Chris Brown doesn't.
Ooh. Chris Brown
yes.
does
Most
it.
rappers do though, and
That's what I just said.
it's crazy
Some do,
for
but some
Beyonce
don't.
and Chris
Whoa.
Brown not to because they have to dance and
And
sing.
sing.
And
So
sing. That's why
crazy.
I really want to be like entertained. Like I'm used to, I like old school, like, people that were actually, Prince playing, like I'm just saying like playing instruments, really singing,
really
they
giving
dancing,
a show.
really giving a show, right? Even when I
Have
saw
you seen
like
Usher?
Raheem,
His
I
new
did
ones?
not
He
see
performed.
that. I would really.
He performed.
I wanted to go to that too.
So he
No, but
sings?
I know.
You know,
Okay,
that boy
okay.
is sing. He on
I haven't
skates.
seen it
I
yet.
know
That's what
he
I'm
actually
saying. Yeah, okay.
He
I wish
on
I made his
skates.
residency. That's the one.
Man.
He's still doing shows, right?
He is?
Yeah, he is still doing
He's still doing
shows.
shows.
Okay.
He's
we
just
gotta
not in
catch that.
Vegas.
Yeah, we got to catch that.
He's on tour right now, right? I just saw.
I did see some clips.
This girl just ate the cherry out the bowl and had Usher dumbfounded.
Not the cherry.
It was good?
What cherry?
He
has
a
a
part
bowl
of
of
the
cherries?
show. He has a cup or a bowl, and he's giving
She
it
ate
to
it without her
girls.
hands?
Yeah, he puts it in your mouth, and then you
Can I
simulate
tell
fellatio on the chair. So, well, anyway, the
On the
girl was
chair.
with her husband, and no, but she did her thing, and Usher was like, "Oh, that's what you going home to? Yeah, you got it, bro."
that part.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad taught me how to tie a knot with the cherry stem.
In your
With
mouth?
my
In your mouth?
Yeah.
Come on, daddy.
Oh
Come
my
on,
God.
daddy. Why you know how to tie up the how to
I know.
She's still looking for the fit, actually. She's still looking for the fit.
I am looking for
the
the
last
fit.
show I went to was Drake. That's what I went to was Drake.
Which Drake? Which tour?
It was the one before him and J. Cole, but we went to New Orleans to see him and J. Cole, and 3 days before we get there, show dates have changed. So
Did they give you your money back?
No, we end up booking for San Antonio. So we still went to New Orleans because we had a trip already set up.
Okay.
So we go to New Orleans, we have fun. The time comes for the show in Texas. We're going to San Antonio. We get to the airport, American Airlines. I don't mess with them. Plane engine messed up. They don't have no replacements. No other airline is flying to Texas to get us there in time.
That same day?
That same day.
Terrible.
I'm like, how long is the drive? Nothing. I was hot. I was sick. I was hot. Lost out on the tickets.
That's
Lost out on the
terrible.
hotel room. Lost out on the rental car money.
Oh,
How much was that?
The tickets were $1,000 a piece.
That's crazy.
I would have been hot.
That's the fit.
You ain't got on.
You ain't got silver on?
Yeah.
I do have on the silver pants.
Where?
She had silver pants on, yeah, and a
Oh,
silver purse, but she has a black top
yeah.
on.
Can I see? Pass it
Please pass it. I mean, I was ready. I mean,
Ready?
You wasn't gonna have me all in aluminum foil
That's
from
what I
head to
thought
toe.
you was gonna be with the cowboy
Negative.
hat with the
I
sparkly.
was looking good. Don't play with it.
Malik, was she looking good?
Come on now.
Rate her 1 to 10.
1 to
What's the
10,
fit?
Malik.
What's the fit?
Come on.
And be
Oh,
honest.
look at it,
The
Malik.
fit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Why do you have to wear silver?
That was the
That's
theme.
not the
That was the
question.
thing?
Yeah, what she look
I know.
like?
Do I look
Yeah.
good? Yes or no?
I
Like,
like this outfit
Oh.
as opposed to this.
Answer the
Okay.
question.
Yeah,
What is
right.
the
If you
rating?
would've saw her
1
that
through
night at the
10?
concert, what's up?
Oh, I would have hollered.
1 through 10 though.
1 through 10, like 8, 9. What? The outfit?
The outfit.
That's like a 5.
Oh,
it's
damn,
like a.
Mishay. Get a
It's-
phone back. Get a
listen,
phone back.
It's aluminum foil. What do you
Exactly.
expect?
Well, the outfit is a
It's like
5, but he
a
called you an
costume.
8 though. So
But yeah,
we'll take that.
anybody gonna holler at all of
We'll
this?
take that. We'll
Come
take
on,
It
that.
looks
man.
like a costume, like the
It
pants.
is.
It was a theme
costume.
for them to go,
It was
yeah.
a theme,
So
right.
everybody at the Beyonce concert, well, the call to action was they needed to come in silver.
Right.
Silver
this the-
outfit.
is
Like
this the
Nicki
show?
Minaj, you come in pink. It was
Something
Pink
like that.
Friday.
Yeah,
You had
Pink
to come
Friday,
in
something
pink.
like
Was that the show where throughout the show there's a silence thing?
Yeah.
That was that show?
Everybody
Okay.
on mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we
That
have a
was
safe
that.
space topic?
Yeah, it was short too.
Which Drake?
So they
Well, no,
said,
because I've been to a Drake concert, but it was a long time ago.
yeah, I've been to like
Pre lawsuit Drake.
Pre what?
That's crazy.
Pre lawsuit Drake. So
I-
now we'll see his attendance. He'll still probably sell out.
That's fact.
He's
That he
suing.
filed a lawsuit?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
That he filed a lawsuit.
Oh,
Aubrey
my
Drake Graham is on the
God.
thing.
That's what
I'm
you
just
talking
saying, you
about?
gotta
That's
make
what
sure.
you talking about?
Yeah, I
Like,
make
did
sure.
he
talking about?
literally?
I
this
said
can't
shit.
be
Shit.
my knee-
It doesn't
Listen,
matter.
bro.
His
They
His
might be
name
doing
is on.
My
His
G.
name is on.
Yeah,
Where the
bro.
computer at?
The complaint.
Where the
It's in
computer
my
at?
bag. We don't gotta do all that.
Now you can't just be
So
saying
now
that.
everybody
You
who's talking
can't
about
just
it
be
is just
putting my
lying.
boy on paperwork
So-
and ain't no paperwork.
Wait a minute.
Everybody
So
who's
you're
talking
saying-
about this.
you're
I don't
saying-
know. I don't know what happened.
You have to actually do your research before you come to work. Because you show
This
up.
wasn't a topic on the menu.
What was the topics on the menu?
There was none. What I'm saying is, listen, what
Oh,
I'm saying
goodness.
is, y'all out here, not y'all, people out here. Well, I'm saying that I don't know what's going on.
Apparently.
Apparently.
This is the second time you had to walk it back.
But
you just gonna start calling him walk it back.
Nah. Well, let's unpack walk it back, right? So I think that for a person to, let's say, walking the plank, right? You'd rather have that person walk off the plank and drown than be like, oh, hold up, I made a mistake. Let me
backtrack.
You'd have them jump off the plank and drown?
No,
we're just highlighting the fact that this is the second time that you had to walk it back.
But when you said walk it back, you made it like, to me, it was a derogatory term.
It was not. Sometimes you have to reevaluate, take a step back, check yourself, and then come back.
Nah.
No, the only reason why I brought it up is because you led with that you were going to make a point, but you had to walk it back. The same way.
I didn't. Even when I started, I then was like, you know what? I don't know. Let me start
for sure
there.
Any of this stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. So how y'all know?
You've claimed stuff that you don't for sure know that you're going off the internet.
Give me an example, please.
All the back and forth stuff with Drake and Kendrick.
Give me a specific example of what I.
You was riding with the stuff he was saying about Kendrick. You was all whoop-de-whoop. That's why you're smiling.
No, I'm not. That's not a smile. That's
no. You was going all whoop-de-whoop, all of that, and just riding with it.
But when you're saying whoop-de-whoop, okay, let's say space.
He put hands on his wife.
Kendrick did?
No, that's what Drake was saying.
We don't
insinuating. But I didn't hear you say, go look up and see if this is true.
I don't got to go fact search. Hey.
See? So we just going to ride with the narrative on what everybody's talking about.
No, I'm with it.
And I'm going to assume that he is suing. He's suing because the label didn't shut down the record.
Why are you saying assuming? There's a complaint.
I don't know directly I know he's suing, but I heard he's suing the label for them not shutting down the Kendrick Lamar.
That's what I heard too.
Or so like overly inflating the kind of the moment that Kendrick had.
The label that we're not concerned with protecting you. Like if he's on, they both label mates, or like what's the thing? They're label mates. So it's like, I don't know. Safe space. This one was short. It says, "Dear Safe Space, I can't really get into detail due to the fact that we all watch the podcast." Mm-hmm. Right? She says that my sister is pregnant and we don't know who the father of the baby is. Do you think that she should come clean to her husband, or do you think she should just let it ride?
That's crazy. Hey. To be in that situation, though, I don't think there's a right.
Come clean.
We ain't never told on ourselves out here, not a day ever.
But here's
so
the thing,
let's weigh the options.
But
that's what I'm saying. Let's weigh the options. The pros and the cons.
So then what are we doing? I'm going to tell my husband that I'm pregnant. Clearly, you see I'm pregnant. Okay.
Well, maybe not initially. I mean, because when she just found out.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming that they have unprotected sex. So in his mind, that's my baby.
Yeah.
Right. So he's not going to know anything about anything
until she don't know who the baby daddy is. So that means, number one, she's been cheating.
Maybe they was on a break.
Number two, what, you going to have an abortion? Because if that's the only way you're going to get rid of the evidence, that's number two. So now you got that route.
Have the baby and wait.
Or if you keep the baby,
you gotta hope
husband gotta know clearly because you're walking around pregnant. So what, you gonna wait till the day the child is born and then realize that you got light skin?
Are we gonna see who it look like?
Bruh.
You gotta abort the child.
We gonna see what the baby look like.
Abortion right now.
Abortion is not an option in my life. So you better just come clean and just let your husband know that you've been creeping. So when you come clean, then
what's the next step?
You've been creeping.
Divorce.
And at this
what's
point,
the next step?
That's between her and her husband. That's between husband.
So you say she should be truthful.
Come clean.
Me personally,
we was just talking about lying, y'all.
Clean.
You're right. I didn't even get my opinion yet.
You go first.
I said she can get an abortion
and just.
See, we
but we don't know it. We don't know how far along she is, and we don't know.
She just found out.
Yeah, and a lot of people just find out when they have birth that they was pregnant.
Okay, come on. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Unless you with a 600-pound wife, 600-pound sisters or whatever. Yeah, bro, like what? You gotta relax.
Y'all gotta calm down. Y'all be going too extreme.
I'm just saying.
You take
a boo boo and you have a baby come out.
I've heard of that, but that's not the norm.
That is definitely
not the norm,
a
but
rarity.
That's not the norm, yeah.
That's a rarity.
Thank you. Don't act like it ain't never happened before. But what I'm trying to say is...
Okay, assuming a month.
Just...
I feel like you get the abortion and let's just call it a day. And we'll move on. No harm, no foul.
We need a limitation on these abortions, bro. For real.
It's 3 months, right?
No, I'm just saying, like.
Nah. So you're saying you don't believe in abortion at all?
I am pro-life.
So if a girl gets
you shouldn't
raped,
be cheating in the first place. So once again, if we roll it back and we should not be fornicating in the first place, I'm just saying.
She didn't want to have sex with the man.
Okay.
Well, why do people use that example?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody
because that happens.
No, it does happen.
It does happen. A drunk one night stand.
Okay, then that's not fair.
Well, see, that's different because like you kind of put yourself
in that situation.
Like but if you get by a man and you got to keep the baby, that's crazy.
No, you don't have to keep the baby. There's this thing called adoption. Like you could give the baby up to somebody else.
That baby got a bad spirit. That baby got a bad spirit.
You can't take it to the fire station.
But I agree with him though. The baby, that's a bad spirit. That's a bad spirit.
Okay,
I feel like
so you laying up with just any old random Tom.
No, he's talking about the scenario where the woman is raped.
Understand that. Trust me. Get it. Listen, I'm very sensitive to people who are. However, though, okay, you got to understand, abortion takes away life. I'm pro-life.
The baby not alive yet.
I understand. No, it is alive. The moment
so when you're a week old, the baby got a heartbeat?
The Lord gave you conception. That child is here. If that was the case, and my mama decided
abortion too.
No, he did not. Don't do that.
It's an embryo.
Do not do that.
Oh my God.
Let's not do that.
Okay, let's stay focused.
If your mama aborted you, then you wouldn't be here today.
I know
it happens.
And that's fine.
Let me ask you a question.
That's fine.
I get it. If an 8-year-old kid said, if you heard that an 8-year-old kid said he wanted to kidnap a baby and chop the baby's head off,
where are we going?
Would you think that's cause for concern, or would you say that's a kid that saw something on TV and just repeating what he said?
That's definitely a concern.
That's what I said. Okay, because they were telling me like boys will be boys. And I'm like,
my son ain't trying to chop nobody's head off.
I've never heard of a kid say that before.
But then again, like I said, if you look at Jeffrey Dahmer, and I don't mean to bring it up, but he was into cutting up animals and he enjoyed
as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, and even his dad was like, "All right, cool, bet I'll bring you can go ahead and find some
roadkill,
right. And bring it in the house."
You're a doc person, huh?
Yeah, I like the human mind. I like how people think. I like to see what brings them into this point in their lives.
Right.
Here's the crazy part about it is there are CEOs that were dumped in a trash can, coming out thinking that all the odds were against them, and they still came out shining. So you can't sit there and say like just because somebody was
that's a rare example.
Okay, but still though, you're not giving them a chance for life. You don't know what that person could have turned out to be.
Brenda, where her baby?
Right, I'm just saying.
I definitely abortion. I believe in circumstantial abortion for sure. I don't. Yeah.
If you think about how many babies have been like.
And so let me ask you a question, right? So how many babies, right? So let's say abortion. Well, not let's say abortion. The baby isn't allowed to be born and come out into the world, right? So let's say what happens when you have relationships, right? People are having children and the man don't want the baby, right? So now this baby, the life of the baby is hard now because there's no father around. There's nobody taking care of the baby.
Ooh,
how do you feel about that?
I got a hot take on that.
Listen, I was raised in a no father household. Okay, like I did see my dad, but trust me, it didn't come as easy as it should have.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are you advocating for that?
I'm just saying it happens.
Shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but it does.
It does, for sure.
Just like how abortion happens, just like how I feel like I don't think that it should. It does happen.
No,
not everybody's situation is set up like that. I'm watching one young lady. Both of her parents were drug addicts. You know what I mean? She lost her father, heroin, and then the mom just came into this woman's life, and she's 36. You know what I'm saying? So you're the aunts pick up, the grandparents pick up, other people are picking up the pieces for this person.
But is that fair though?
It's not always fair. However, though, I realize that some people who have to kind of prove a point, let me hustle hard, they be hustling and they come up on top because they're trying to prove a point. Now, I'm not saying that all kids that are given stuff, but I've seen a lot of rich kids and they kind of come out like a little entitled because they're always given stuff. Both parents are in the household. They get whatever they want. They're not hustling as hard.
Yeah. I do think there's a balance. I think there's definitely a balance. I mean, I definitely wouldn't advocate for, single parent households, if you will. But to your question, I believe that, like, if let's say there's a scenario where a man doesn't want a child and the woman wants to keep the child, I think there should be a law or something to where the man, like the woman can, basically relieve him of the responsibility of having to take care of that child because he doesn't want it. I feel like male reproductive rights, they don't have male reproductive rights, right? Like the decision lies with the woman. I think there should be something for that. Like
child support.
Like, what do you mean child support? Like
that's what happens.
No, I'm saying
Not
if the man
always.
doesn't want the child and the woman wants to keep the child, right? Let's say woman gets pregnant, guy says, I don't want it. Woman says, I want it. I think there should be a provision that allows the man to say, okay, look, I don't want this. I'm not consenting to the birth of this child.
But I still feel like then you shouldn't have been out here having unprotected sex.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So there should be some type of culpability for that.
But I also feel like if you look at it that way, it's not fair that the woman gets the sole decision as to whether the child comes into the world because you couldn't have made that child.
The girl was like, "No, I'm having a baby." I said, "I don't even know your peoples or none of that." No, you're not.
Well, the thing
yes,
is,
I am.
I
said, "What? We better have a meeting."
Okay, but you should have thought about that before you laid in the bed.
This was a one night stand. This is just. But
okay, so that's what you.
I feel you. You're right.
I
you're right.
Think
you are correct.
You're just meeting women having unprotected sex.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You can check my Kaiser app.
I'm just saying, but
failed all the tests.
You failed it.
Yes.
You just said you failed all the tests. Oh, you mean like negative?
Test?
Oh,
yes.
okay. When you say failed all the tests, I'm thinking it came back positive.
How would that? I literally said failed it.
What did you think when you said that?
I thought you meant you was positive, bro.
What did you think when you said that? That's what
When you say you failed a test, I get the negative implication that you're talking about, but it's like a double negative, double positive. It just wasn't. It didn't compute well. But
that's what I'm saying. Like
you failed all of them.
Once again,
you don't want to be.
I think. Wait, to your point, I think it starts at the decision when you're having sex, right? Like who you're having sex with, whether you're having it protected or unprotected. That's decision one. Right. I don't believe in absolutism. I don't think that there's, nobody's going to get it right 100% of the time. Absolutely. I just think that when a woman gets pregnant, yes, ultimately she has the final choice as to whether she's going to have the child or not have the child.
Because even though she may carry the baby, she too can be like, I can't take care of this child and give up the child.
True. But I do think that men's I would say reproductive rights need to be factored into that decision. If the man is saying, I don't want the child, I don't think it is, I won't use the word fair because again, you got there.
It's not fair.
But if the woman says, I don't want it, then what?
And I'm about to say, what happens when the man wants it?
Exactly. What if he wants it and she don't want it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She should have to pay him.
How much?
She should have to pay him child support.
For 18 years. So you advocate for if I want the baby and you say no?
Yeah. I feel like if the man wants it, the man is like, you know what, I'm in a position to take care of the child. I want a child. I've always wanted kids. And the woman is like, I don't want to mess up my body, or I'm in school, or I'm just not ready to be a mom, and she aborts the child. I think that she should have to pay him. I don't know if you would call it child support or reparations, whatever the thing is, some type of
reparations.
Not reparations, but just some.
So what happens when nobody wants the kid?
Couple dollars.
When nobody wants the child?
Then we all win.
Then it goes into foster. Like, what if the lady doesn't want
if she doesn't want the child? You're saying that she's gonna have the child?
She wants to have the birth, but she doesn't want it, and he doesn't want it.
Right.
Yeah, there's adoption, there's foster.
That's what it's there for.
Adoption or foster, right? Would you say don't have the baby and abort it, or would you say they don't want it, so we're gonna have it just to have the life, and we're gonna give it to foster care?
The latter.
Okay.
Yeah. If those two
That's
were
a hard
options.
life.
It is a hard life.
Like,
that's why I don't
setting the baby up for not failure, but to me,
and that is why I advocate for, protected sex.
Mm-hmm.
Protected sex.
Yeah,
protected sex if you're gonna have sex.
That part.
Protected sex. And honestly, like, just do the math. Like, if you know that this man, maybe he's really good in bed, but you know that he's not gonna be a husband to you or a father to the child or whatever. Like, if you're not having those conversations, you probably don't want to be having unprotected sex with that person.
That part.
Like, I think you should just have protected sex.
That part.
And then just go like that. And then
if you're gonna do it,
if you're gonna do it, just wrap it up. If you are going to have unprotected sex, that's the risk. The risk is there may be a child that comes out of it.
Exactly, because you got to understand, even the man who's doing the like, there was a young lady. She was like, I want to say 14.
This out, you guys. This is honestly,
I'm sorry, but yeah,
the R word.
I'm just saying
you can't use that word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On YouTube, you cannot use that word.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying that's crazy.
That's worse than a
why
curse
you
word.
can't say it.
Is it?
It's worse than a curse word.
It's crazy.
Like,
you can't say that.
You are right, because they be saying like ape and
great,
like
unalive. Yeah, it's just crazy where we got.
Bro, I know. I ain't even gonna lie about that. But for the safety
of children, though, you have to understand, if children come across your video, right, out of curiosity, and they start typing in videos of these are the things that children.
And it's crazy too, because I've had this conversation. My son is only 7, but I have to like put it out there for him to have a full understanding of what's really going on. Like, my son he looks way too good. And I don't need no little girl like, oh, well, I said he could. And next thing you know it, like, no, he can't. He's 7. Mm-hmm.
And you're telling him now?
You're right. Because,
what do you say? What's that conversation like?
I tell him that, you have some things. And, people might want to, touch you or feel you or, want to get close to you or want to kiss on you or whatever. The answer is no. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Even if the little girl says, oh, it's okay, you can kiss me and we're boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, they see it so innocent. My son doesn't know that. But other girls coming from their household, it's like, that's my boyfriend. And it's like, no, baby, my son... You're nobody's boyfriend, okay?
Or girlfriend, yeah.
Or girlfriend, none of that.
I think that's in elementary
I gotta
school,
have that conversation, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like adults know better, but they're still, doing things to
little kids. That,
unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. If we can't even say the word on camera, then we gotta, this is what we're going through.
My mom used to be like, "You're not spending the night at nobody's house."
Yeah, we talked about that.
You want to go hang out?
You can ever go to a slumber party?
No,
my
mom said no.
My kid ain't going to no slumber party.
My mom said, "I'm gonna drop you off." And when everybody's getting ready to go to sleep, I'm gonna pick you up.
And my sister,
in the morning,
definitely, you're not going nowhere. We don't know what man is over there.
It took me
we don't
to
know
high school for my mom to let me stay the night
never not
at
know.
my homegirl's house.
I probably have been to, like, if it was like a cousin or something.
Were your parents the same with your brothers? Did they have a little bit more leniency?
Nah.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, my son ain't going nowhere.
Don't spend the night.
You're going to stay rocking
now, but
and I don't want nobody coming over here. Your
Either.
friends can't come here.
Heavy on that.
I don't want no. Guess what your dad did? Guess what your mom did? We ain't doing none of that.
No, for sure. I mean, I feel like the slumber party.
I
I don't even want them to come hang out at my house. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm gonna let them, but I don't want them to.
So when he gets older, what is gonna happen?
As far as what? No one's coming to sleep at my house. No one's coming to sleep at my house.
So where do you? No, not to sleep, but like when he's getting ready to get picked up to go to a party or something. Nobody's coming to your house.
At what age is this?
You could,
like 8th grade, 7th
Well,
grade.
definitely, I want to meet the people who he's hanging with, so they could
you
come.
Said nobody can come.
I said they sleep. I said I don't
kids ain't
want
going to
them
no parties at 8th grade.
But I don't.
What?
No parties at 8th grade? No, you're not going to any parties.
Oh, you.
Well,
you could go to the school party.
The State Hawkins.
You can go to the you can go to the school dance.
Yeah, like I had a little girl. She had a birthday party like at her house. Like when I threw James's birthday party, I had a backyard boogie. You know what I mean? James. Right. So I mean. It was like mostly family, a few friends, but
it's like daytime,
no schoolmates,
daytime, huh?
But no like classmates.
Yeah, like now when we did the Chuck E. Cheese, yes, he invited his classmates.
Neutral, yeah. That's
I gave him 4 invitations, and it was none but females. You feel me? So I was like, little boy,
you need to.
That's why you got that talk.
That's I'm trying to tell you, this Mike Lamb's. Listen, that's my daddy. my daddy, he's a whole different breed. And the genes definitely
came through.
Honey. So I was like, oh, hold up.
Let me have the conversation early.
Right. Because he's already exploring himself. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, bruh, I say you cannot do that. Like, we can't. Nah, you cannot do that.
Yeah. It's definitely good to get them while they're young.
Daytime, I guess, is cool. But
I think daytime is cool. I thought, because when he said party, I automatically thought nighttime. No nighttime functions in 8th grade. You could go to
I'm thinking like a clown party where they had to blow up stuff, the stuff you see on TV.
Or like, you mean like for little kids?
Like a Halloween party, like a party.
Yeah,
like
a party
bobbing for apples, what you can't do now, which is disgusting. But
I mean,
stuff like that.
If it's daytime and I know the family, sure.
Yeah,
that's different. Yeah,
that's all up. Y'all,
that's what I thought.
Like you said,
I thought nighttime.
I mean, I just don't want no problems.
Definitely, you got to be careful who you have in your house.
Yeah.
Definitely, you have to be careful whose house you go to.
And just the older
you just don't know
get,
what people. You just don't know what people be doing in their houses.
Yeah,
either.
like the teenagers,
they have cameras in there.
Really
it's just a whole lot of stuff going on, and I feel like the only environment that you can control is your own. So no parties for my kids. They just gonna be at home, and yeah,
be at home safe.
That part.
Yeah.
Staying at home.
You were talking about driving earlier.
Man, I was just about to say.
You were talking about driving earlier.
Listen, okay.
She has a problem.
Yeah, I do, actually. I have a speeding problem.
She does.
I don't know why. Like, what's your average speed limit on the road?
I have a speeding problem too. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
I'll be sliding.
What about you?
I don't.
Okay.
When he'd be in the car with me, he'd be like, bro, what are you doing?
Hey, I hate being in the car with people
because
you're driving so fast, like for no reason. And now I'm uncomfortable because I'm like,
doing 80 looking at the game though. Doing 80 looking at the game. And I'm like,
and mind you, like, I
do not want to die.
And see, and I drive all the way to Lancaster. Like, if y'all know, like, the valley to Lancaster, it's like a cool 60 miles. And I'll be on cruise control 86.
That's wild.
So there's no traffic
control.
That is wild. That's crazy.
Cruise control, bro.
Cruise control. Like, I'll just be like, I don't know why. And I really feel like I should see a therapist for this.
You should see a therapist for that.
Yes.
No, because that's a problem.
No, it
why are you where are you going that you have to be putting your car on cruise control
no,
at
that
86?
Is, I don't know if that's therapy worthy, but that is crazy.
No, she needs to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah, I really
because she could really get herself into some
once
trouble.
Again, my issue is I work from home, so it's not like I have to be
not
anywhere.
Even going anywhere. She's not. And the thing is, when Michelle does this, she's not.
I'm the same
going
way.
nowhere.
I don't have no time schedule to be there. I just like to go.
I just like to go. I'm the same way. It's like, why are y'all going so slow?
Even when
it's
I'm walking, I'm moving. I'd rather walk slow at my slow pace than walk behind you at your slow pace.
Yeah, and I don't like being behind nobody.
Because my slow pace is faster than yours. That's what I'm saying. Mine is faster than yours. So
I'm trying to see everything. So, like, can I like ask a quick question though? Okay, when you purchase your car, what's like the first thing you must have? Like
gap
rims,
coverage. Gap coverage.
Well, that comes automatically.
No, it doesn't all the time.
You gotta pay for that.
I've had a car that was total, and they didn't offer me that shit.
You can say, I don't want that.
Really?
And I don't know who wouldn't.
Okay, well, I was going to ask a completely different question.
Wait,
like,
I didn't understand your question. You said when you get your car.
When you first get your car, like, what's the first thing you got to, like, fix on it? Like, do you like to get...
on it.
Like,
do
you have to get your rims?
Just got a car.
Do you like to get your windows tinted? Or do you have to have, like, music?
I'm going to get my windows tinted for sure.
Windows tinted for sure for me. What about you?
Downtown.
You just pull it off the line, just go.
But normally the car is already fixed up. Like it should be how I want it. But a tint is the only thing.
Tint for me for sure is a must. I know a lot of people like they got to get their beat, like they bass got to be.
I feel like that comes.
I'm not listening to that.
My car has a good enough system.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I don't need my trunk rattled.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want that anyway.
I don't like that either. It's like so old school. But yeah, I do not like
smell good.
Right
when
in the fishbowl.
to people and they're like, I'm like, come on. But I mean,
do
if you like it, I love it. But that's just not for me.
My cousin's like that. Like she got
the car just rattling because it's so loud.
The music is just,
and that's not good for your ears either. What are you gonna say? It's not good for your ears for real.
I have a question about ears too. When you're done,
okay,
not the ears.
No, seriously.
Well, go get in it because I feel like
what's the proper way to clean your ears?
Oh,
that's a great question. You're not supposed to use Q-tips.
No,
what they said.
Use
That's what they said.
I heard candling is trash. This girl tried to get me to candle. That's when you.
Oh yeah, the little with the
wax.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, my barber does that.
But I
they
heard
put the
there's
wax in there?
They put like this little paper thing, and then he lights it in your
And you
ear.
gotta
And by
lay
the
on the
time the
side.
paper burns
Yeah.
down, the wax is supposed to have burned off into the thing when he unwraps the
That
end.
sounds
But I've
dangerous.
seen
But a
people like put
doctor
this
is-
liquid stuff, like the little water, and it goes through, and all
I
the stuff
heard
just
that's
be.
the newest.
Oh, that's called an
thing.
ear
Yeah.
lavage. I've done that on
I
patients
you done that?
before.
I want me
I've done it
one
on
of those.
patients.
Who are you? Doctor who?
A medical professional. I used to be a medical
I need to
assistant.
see some type of.
Oh, I have state,
Certificate.
state licensing. Yeah.
Oh,
Phlebotomy as well. Phlebotomy as well.
Let
Yeah.
him know.
Come
So
on.
I
yeah,
can
I
take
think
your
you
blood.
did. I think you
Oh.
did. Yeah.
Come
They
on.
heard about something
Hey,
about
let
that
me
on
tell
the
you.
Take your
pod.
blood.
I remember back in them days, I was doing the plasma.
So that was your question, how to clean your ear the best?
Properly.
Properly?
Because I heard that water thing is like the new.
The ear
Yeah, that's
lavage?
the new thing.
And that's an at-home thing?
I mean,
If
no,
you
I
buy
don't know if
it.
it's
Yeah, we had
at
to-
You
home.
can buy a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a
People used to come into the doctor and we would put the little drainage thing.
I use a Q-tip. I just don't push.
I
I
use
twirl.
Q-tips.
All the way,
right,
yeah, I twirl.
I get the whole little outer area because that's just, it's not cute.
It sure ain't.
You wash your ear in the shower though,
No,
right?
yeah, I do all the inside around the root, but I need like my finger needs to get up in there.
Right.
Do you
I
feel
need to
like
get
you
in
get
there.
the same level of clean with a loofah as a washcloth?
No.
I use a mitt.
I need a washcloth.
use
I like- I need a
I need
I
the
wanna
roughest
scrub my
washcloth.
skin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, like the
I
mitt is
need-
a scrubber; it just goes on
No,
your
the
hand,
mitt-
so I
yeah,
don't
that's
have
like
to
a washcloth
Yeah,
to
But
me.
I don't have
like,
to.
are we using bars of soap or are we using like
I'm
the
using
little,
both.
Like
I
the
use both.
First,
liquid?
I gotta
Dr.
degrease.
Bronner's.
I don't like. Well, I've smelled like one or two of theirs, but it has like this film. This
Yeah,
greasy
which is
film
why
supposed to
I've
dilute
been
it, 'cause
buying
you're supposed to dilute
these
it.
Oh,
bars
you're
of
talking
soap
about the
from
actual
Italy.
Dr.
the
Bronner's
liquid
soap.
one.
Yeah.
The one that's like this is the Castile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I use that
You
too.
guys can't use the
Why you say you guys?
because if it gets inside, it burns you guys.
Well, I don't use it inside though.
But no, just
What
if
you
you take a
using that's
shower.
burning the ladies?
Well, it's pH.
It's
right?
eucalypt. No, it's not. It's
Well, it's
spearmint or it's peppermint.
Mm.
Mm.
And
And
that
the
You're
girl
just
girl
not
took a
supposed. You're just
shower,
not supposed to
and
put
she
that
was
inside
like, "Oh,
anyway.
yeah."
Oh, okay. She didn't
Damn.
know.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, and I like to get all up in there. So yeah, I just stick with my bar soap. And I've been buying this like soap from Italy that's
Okay.
be in Marshall's bomb.
What
And
is it
it's like,
called?
I don't even know. But just
There's
go to
an
Marshall's.
oatmeal bar of soap I used from this store. It's what's that store that sells the stuff on Slauson?
Simply wholesome.
Yeah, it's like an oatmeal bar popping,
I bet.
popping.
I bet. I love
Does
me a
it
good
lather?
bar.
Yes, and I'm
Very
a
good.
body wash person because of that. I need lathering on my
lather.
thing, but it gets you right.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, and it's good for your skin. It's oatmeal, yeah.
What's that mean? Oatmeal don't smell good.
I mean, but
My
oatmeal is
oatmeal
probably
really doesn't
good
have
for
a
the
smell.
for the
Yeah,
skin.
I'm like,
and
oatmeal
stuff.
don't
like-
smell good.
Oatmeal
And I'm into the
coconut,
smells.
maybe.
Yeah, see, so like my bar soap right now is rose. I had a lemon that was fire. And I got lavender. It came like 3 in a little pack. I love it.
Okay, so you use the bar soap. Yeah,
I'm a bar soap girl for sure.
Go crazy when I go to Target and buy body wash. Like I buy like 10 body washes at a time. I don't know why. I have an addiction, but I just don't like to run out.
That's how you feel.
I don't like
Man.
to run out.
Like if I could buy a new toothbrush like once a week, it's something about like the firmness. Like it's
Well, I just buy
fresh.
packs. Like I'll buy like